right, so next question, which will probably take up the rest of our time, is how did you guys meet, and why did you guys decide to make videos together?
I guess
gay bar and
well, we met. Well, you guys were dating when I met you.
Yeah.
When you,
So I guess we can start from the beginning.
Okay, I met you on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And when we were like 17.
Yeah.
And
we actually met in person
in 2008
at Anime Expo. Yeah.
And then I was coming back and forward every year, just kind of visiting for conventions and stuff, and staying with you guys. And then when I came to stay here, I was a big fan of NSP, and I introduced you to NSP, right? Mm-hmm. And then you kept meeting up with Dan, but I never got to meet Dan. You're always like, oh, Dan was just in town. I'm like, fuck, why didn't you tell me? Like, I really wanted to meet Dan because I'm a big fan of NSP. And then
I'll get to one day.
Yeah, and then eventually I did, and I was like, oh my god, so nice to meet you. I love your work.
Ross, I remember the first time we met, and like, because it's weird to think that you were a fan of mine at one point.
At one point?
Well, yeah. But like, I remember when we first met, you had like that fan look.
Yeah.
Like, oh my, hey, I'm Ross.
I was a huge NSP fan, man. I loved NSP. I still love NSP.
I fucking love you, man. Like, it's just so funny to think back to that time, because it wasn't insanely long ago. It was like 3 or 4 years.
You guys had 1,000 subscribers when I started following you.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I was fucking OG.
Way to get in on the ground floor.
Man, all right.
Yeah.
And then through that, I guess I met Barry through John, and then Kevin. Well, Kevin just came through the hiring process, but I'm glad I met him.
Yeah.
They picked me up off the street.
Off the street.
Yeah. No, we won't let you leave.
You little scamp. Steal your hat.
Aw,
3/4 turn
sassy
from
hat.
Maximum Gangsta.
I met Aaron when I was 13 at an anime convention. And Aaron was 16. And then I met Ross when I was 17.
Well, that's not the whole story.
You started talking to me.
Okay, so the whole story.
I was trying to hook up a friend of mine with Susie.
I was like
Yeah.
a big time cosplayer in Florida at the time. Cosplay was different back then. And his friend had a crush on me, and Aaron was like, I'll help you like meet Susie. And then his friend got cold feet and
just
like
bailed.
Yeah, and he left me alone with Aaron. I was like, Aaron, be part of my cosplay group. I need someone to hold up this sign. And then I became really good friends with Aaron, and we've been together ever since.
Yay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we've been together for 12 years now. I'm married for 2. Almost 13 years now, actually. And then when I was 17, I went with Aaron to Anime Expo after I graduated from high school, and I met Ross.
Were you really 17 then?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Wait, because you were 20. Oh my god, you were.
Yeah. Sometimes Aaron's 3 years older than me, sometimes he's 2 years older than me, depending on the time of the year.
Wow,
Yeah.
you were.
So-
Depending
yeah.
on time portals and wormholes.
And when I first met Ross, he...
I gave you a koala.
yeah, I had talked to Ross on Skype before,
And I
but...
lied to you about some stuff.
Yeah, Ross tried to like lie to me that people in Australia didn't have cars and TVs and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't fall for it.
I also
but,
I told him the drop bear thing that I bullshitted to
Oh,
you.
Yeah.
Drop there?
Drop
You remember we were
bears.
playing.
That's for another video.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
But Ross gave me a koala when I met him for the first time.
It wasn't a real one.
It was like a plush koala. It was really sweet. And then he was never sweet ever again.
Yeah. Well, was it like close
It
to
was
your
my birthday. Yeah, my birthday's always on IX.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I met Dan because when I was like 21, I met Dan because I had done a lot of the coloring on the Dinosaur Laser Fight music video.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And after the video came out, I think I finally met Dan for the first time. And, yeah.
Oh my god. I just had a flashback to meeting you for the first time.
I lived in Burbank at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in that tiny little apartment. It was crazy.
Wow. I completely forgot how we all met.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I didn't.
And then I met Barry through John. I remember I went over to John's apartment one night with Aaron. I think we were going to get food or something. And Barry had just moved in from New York. And Barry was like sitting on the couch going crazy because John's bird was like in the background just like
Oh, yeah.
that
That was the first time you met Barry?
Yeah.
No, we met like once before. We got sushi.
Yeah, but Barry, this was like the official time we met. And Barry was just like sitting on the couch like going crazy because this bird is squawking in his ear repeatedly.
And I was playing Fez.
He was playing Fez, and he was like writing out the code, and he was like, I think I finally, like when I first met Barry, he was like, I think I finally did it. I think I finally cracked the code.
Like this scrawl.
Yeah, and there's like paper all
over.
over, and he's like losing it, and he hadn't eaten like all day because he had no car, and he was just trapped in this apartment.
I had nowhere to go. I didn't have anywhere to be, so I was just playing Fez, and a bird was squawking at me.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Susie.
So yeah, that was like I think when we officially met. Yeah.
Yeah, because I I first met Aaron at a live stream at Gerard's house.
That's right, yeah.
Through John. And
Michael
then Berry
we
worked
was there,
together on the
Dodger.
Malkovich video.
Yeah.
Which that was at your guys' birthday place. That's when I like met you, but we didn't really talk or anything.
Right.
And then after that was the whole Fez debacle. I met Ross shortly thereafter.
And you met me a few days before. And then you met Holly a few days before I got married, and then I invited you to my wedding.
I met Holly the night before you guys got
That's
married.
right. And then I invited
Yeah.
you to my wedding. So just come, man.
Yeah.
that was right.
And I was like a big fan of Holly, so I was like, hello, and then I was at her wedding the next day. It
Yeah,
was
that's funny.
bizarre. I met Dan at a Halloween party, I think.
We met at the Halloween party at your and John's place, and
No, I think it was at Aaron and Susie's.
It was at our
was it?
place, yeah.
Oh, was it your place?
Yeah,
Okay.
you like showed up, had a cup of tea, and then you're like, I gotta go to bed. Bye, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm 75 years old. And then actually Barry and I, the first time we actually hung out was, God, this shows how long ago this was. It was when Ross and I first started doing steam trains, but they were months away from like going up. We were just practicing basically.
Yeah, basically.
And at the time I was editing them myself, but I didn't know how to edit. So Barry was like, I'll teach you how to edit. And so I went over to his house, and for like 3 hours, you just sat there and like taught me like the ins and outs. And I just remember thinking like, this guy's really nice. I hope he does all of this for me for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And your
crazy.
dreams came true.
Everything worked out
Yeah.
great.
And we pretty much all met Kevin basically like almost a year ago now, right? Has it been almost a year?
No.
August 1st will
Get
be
the
a
fuck
year.
out of here.
Really? You've been here a year? Happy
Whoa.
birthday.
We
Got you a hat.
we put out an ad looking for an editor. We didn't say who we were.
Oh, yeah, this answers like a question that I've been getting
Oh yeah.
frequently.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, sure. So before Game Grumps, I was working at BuzzFeed, and great place to work at, by the way. Nothing but good things to say about them. And then, like I said in a past Q&A, I was freelancing a bunch, and then I applied to like hundreds of places. One of them was these guys, and then I didn't even remember that I applied to them. And
Wow, I didn't know that part.
yeah, especially because like you guys put it up, and it was like, let's play YouTube channel in Glendale, California, and I'm like, well, whatever.
That sounds
It's
stupid.
a video editor position, and then I got contacted by Aaron, and then like a Skype interview. The Skype interview was so funny because I just got off work, and then I was like apologizing, and I was trying to be a little professional at first, but then I gauged like how this interview was about to go, and he was like, "Sup, bro?" I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "You like video games?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "How often do you play?" I'm like, "Only all the time."
Fucking dream interview.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember Aaron was like in the living room like interviewing you, and he had like no pants on. He only had like a shirt
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
It's the magic of Skype.
And, well, and after Kevin, because I interviewed a couple people, and after Kevin's interview, I was like, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah.
I think we didn't even like do any. We just like canceled the other interviews.
What's funny is like Aaron asked me like, "So I hear you edit." And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And he's like, "Animation is more my thing." He's like trying to be subtle about it, and I didn't like. I had seen Poke Awesome before, and it didn't hit me until afterwards that you made that, and I was like, "Oh shit, he made that video that I've shared with like pretty much everyone in campus." So
Aw.
yeah, it was cool. And then when I met the rest of you guys, it was like.
I was like,
The
I don't know.
first meeting?
When I first saw you, I thought there were child labor laws. Like, you know.
Thanks, man. I was about to say our little nice moment when we met. It's like when you and I met, we like hit it off right away because you were wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt. So we talked about Ninja Turtles, and then we talked about Legend of Korra and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, we were jamming about Korra.
Yeah.
We were like making guesses that none of them came true.
Yeah, and then the first time I met Dan, he walked through. He was like a little bit late for the meeting. Well, no, you weren't late for the meeting because it was at your house. But I guess you were like using the bathroom or whatever, and you come out and you're like, "Oh, you're Kevin? You're our new."
Did I say that?
Yeah.
What?
Oh god.
I did not.
Yeah.
That
you
could not
Oh.
be. I'm not. We're gonna have to bleep that out. I'm pretty sure we can't say that. It's fine. It's fine.
I met Kevin at the meeting at Dan's house the day before I got my first tattoo.
Oh,
Like I remember like showing up at the meeting. I'm like, guys, I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. And Kevin was probably like thought I was like crazy or something. But,
I love
yeah.
tattoos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to get one of my own. I just don't know what to get
You should
yet.
get a spider pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Those are-
yeah.
All right. Well,
across your chest.
can we bleep that out again? All right. Well, that was
bleeped across
that
the
is
chest.
Well,
enough.
we never talked about how Dan and I met.
Or please make it fast.
Oh, sorry. Jeez. Real fast. How did we meet?
Ross introduced me to Ninja Sex Party. I said they were awesome. I was listening to them all the time when I was playing Minecraft.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was weird. I was building Disneyland, Disney
I was
World.
watching you build that. Yeah.
And then I think I just was like, these guys are awesome. I got to reach out to them. So I just sent a YouTube message to them and I was like, hey, I'd love to work with you or something if you ever need anything. Also, if you come to LA, hang out with us. And then you responded to that.
Yeah, it was strange because normally we wouldn't respond to something like that. But
Yeah.
there was something about your approach that was very genuine and very like cool. And I just happened to be in LA like the next like 2 weeks from then, and I was very sick at the time, and I was having a rough go of it. And then like we met and we got sushi, and it was like the nicest thing. And I was spending time with my uncle at the time, and I was like, I made a friend, and it was like this big bright spot in like an otherwise like kind of shitty time. So and look at the wonderful things that came from it. So,
Yeah.
Aw.
yeah. Everything works out, everybody.